Okay, so you've done 20 something videos so far, and now you're at the point where it's like, what do I do next? I feel like I'm not getting the views that I thought I was going to get on my videos. I'm not getting the hours. And then I'm seeing other people that are doing this with ease in 10 weeks being monetized and things of that nature. And you're starting to wonder, what am I doing wrong? What's going on here? So I'm going to pass you a Hail Mary ball. Okay. So what I have learned from this is my theory is it's push, pull, pause, and pivot. So what does that actually really mean? So when you start your channel, like I said, you'd probably have done 20 something videos at this point. You did what they all said, just press record. But now you're into these 20 something videos and you're like, okay, I've got 20 something, 30 watch hours. I have how many ever subscribers, and this isn't working right. So what do I do? And now you might be starting to hear in your head that you're not going to make it, or you're a failure, or whatever nonsense is going on in your brain that you've been wired to believe. So what I've experienced for my own self was I was starting to feel like with this channel, I was in push mode where it was getting hard. And sometimes it gets hard because we don't really have the clarity that we need. And we don't have the clarity that we need because we're too in the details of it all. But when we're in pull mode, we're working in flow. Things are easy. Ideas just come naturally. We're in alignment with where we're going and what we want for our channel to be. And it's completely normal to be in this space. This is part of the creative process. How many artists have started a painting and then took it another direction, or a sculpture, or all kinds of different things? Businesses start one direction and end up going another. But they do this with a lot more ease when you pause. And pausing is a very difficult thing for people because we've been so taught to push through it, push through the pain, push through it. There's all this stuff on the other side of the push. That's not in alignment. When you're being pulled, it's easy, it's fun, it's creative. You're in alignment. You're enjoying the process. And you could be working so-called really hard, but it doesn't feel that way. And that's one of the biggest signs that you're in the right space and in the right lane. So what I've recently experienced was I paused with working on my channel for a second because I knew that I was out of alignment and I had learned a fair amount. But when we first started channels, the other thing is, okay, we're learning how to do thumbnails and do titles and get those right and how many people viewed it and how does all this work? So you're just, like I said, you're so in the details of it. But now you've gotten to a point where you can pause. If you're feeling frustrated with your channel, if you're feeling like you're not growing the way that you wanted to, pause. And what I would like you to do, and my suggestion is that could be super helpful, is get out of the details of it and get in a hot air balloon and look at it from a big picture. What do you feel is working for you? What do you feel is not working for you? What do you feel the viewers are watching and enjoying? Because that's what it's really all about. And how does it make you feel when you do those type of videos? And you might find some very interesting information there for yourself. Do you enjoy making those type of videos, or are those not what you came here to create with YouTube? And that's okay if it's no. It's okay if it's yes. There's no right or wrong. It's just data. But then from there, start to look at it from the perspective of what would make me excited? What fills my cup? What would I really love to teach? And remember, if you're doing a very specific group of people, those channels take longer to usually grow if it's not a case of helping massive people win on YouTube or helping massive amounts of people grow their new channels, or like if it's a little bit more nichey than that, sometimes you're just going to have patience too. So think about it as do I just need to have more patience, or is it time to do a pivot? And I have come to the place of pivot. I have realized that my skill set, what I wanted to create my channel about, and the name of my channel and who I'm bringing in is not necessarily where I want to go long term. And I was able to have this ability to see this by pausing, because I was really out of alignment. And yes, my channel is all about helping people, but I started to see it as I want to have it more as a business asset than just something I'm creating for fun. So I have decided to rename the channel, rebrand it, create new content for a very specific group of people that I feel, based off of comments that I've read and other people's posts and videos that I've watched, could really be needed. But I wouldn't have come to this place if I had just kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. So my suggestion is, see if you need to pivot. Really, now you've done the videos and you've gotten a sense of the generals on how to create thumbnails or how to do tags or how to do titles and all of that stuff. Now really think about it. Who do I really want to help now I've got some people under my belt? Do I want to treat this as a business asset? Do I want to treat this a hobby and have just fun with it? Yes, I want to get monetized, but I want to get monetized by something that I really love and enjoy. And the videos that I'm making that are really getting the views aren't those type of videos that I want to make. So how can I get in alignment and back in flow and make a bunch of videos that you want to watch, that you love, and see what happens with that, and just work on tweaking the thumbnails and tweaking the titles and just giving it some time to percolate, but the worst thing we could do is miss an opportunity to have a channel that you love, that people love, because you didn't take the time to pause, to pivot, to get into alignment and come back at it from a very different perspective. And that's what I really hope that you take the time to do, because people need whatever it is that you have, whatever your wisdom is, whatever your knowledge is, but it's really about that you love doing what you do, because people feel that energy. And if you're in push mode, people are not going to want to watch those videos because they are going to feel that energy from you. They're going to see it in your face. They're going to see it in your voice. I mean, hear it in your voice. They're going to experience it. So I am really proud of myself that I took the opportunity to do this. I wanted to make this quick video because maybe you just need to hear this information, because you're hearing and seeing people with video titles of "Don't quit." And I don't want you to quit. You shouldn't want to quit either. But if you take this Hail Mary and you pause get higher perspective, and pivot, you could end up with a channel that you really love. And just keep checking in with yourself on that. Keep checking in. Am I in alignment? Does this feel good to me? Does this feel good to me? Because you see and hear so many videos. We saw, like, there was this phase where it's like, I'm quitting, I'm quitting, I'm quitting, like, I'm quitting, because they built channels that turned into prisons for themselves because they got that far out of alignment because they probably didn't pause and pivot when they really should. They pushed through it and it bit them in the ass. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I am very excited to tell everybody about the new business that I am coming up with and the concepts and how my channel is about to move to a new direction in alignment with me and what I'm here to do in my personal mission. And I hope that you create channels that do the same. And if this was helpful for you, comment below. I'm pausing and going to pivot. Have a great day.